Setting up stream audio is pretty easy. However, making it sound a single step above the rest can be difficult at times. For the most part, audio is more important than the view out of your webcam. So how can we use what is given to us in our broadcasting software to make our audio shine? If you have any questions, feel free to drop by my Twitch channel, pop into my chat and ask away. I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday and Sunday, and the link will be down below. Start with the basics. You need to decide which microphone type is the best for you. There are 3 core types of microphone that people use in the early days of streaming. You have the XLR, which is mostly what podcasters use. You have microphones like the Rode Podcast, which is what I've got right here, and the SM7B in this category. However, people also use something like the AKG 414. You also have USB microphones, where popular microphones in this category are something like the Blue Yeti or the HyperX Quadcast. And the last type is just a standard headset microphone. People gotta start somewhere, you know. However, whilst people think that one trumps the rest, that's completely untrue. Now, when it comes to the USB and XLR, they have one thing in common. There are 2 types that you can use. There are dynamic microphones, which people have up close like this, and you have cardioid. Now, before running too far down that rabbit hole, there's an easy way to show the difference. One's here, and generally the other one's off screen, like that. It's not about which one is best, it's which one you want to use. I personally have an XLR microphone. This is because of my career path. I already own an interface, and at the same point, I don't mind having something up in my face. However, that might be distracting to you, so a condenser slightly better. Now, let's look at the pros and cons of each quickly before we move on to the things that can really help your audio sounding crisper and cleaner on your stream. So, a condenser is great. Something like the HyperX Quadcast, they sound bright and crisp, and that's without having to do much to it anyways. A condenser you can easily put off to one side, have it next to your monitor, have it completely out of the way, and that's fine. However, if you like Cherry Brown switches on your keyboard, they will be audible in a condenser microphone. The clicking might just get a bit too much. The downside of that as well, though, is there's been a time where I've been recording with a professional studio grade condenser microphone, and the money difference doesn't change that much between what people can hear going into the microphone. So if someone's watching the TV downstairs, if your gain structure is set up in a certain way, you will be able to hear the TV as well as your audio without things like a basic noise gate, which can also affect how you are heard on your microphone. Some words might not come through properly. RTX Voice is a great tool for this, but even with the AI software, nothing's perfect. However, a dynamic microphone like I've got is based on the proximity effect. So the closer you are, the better it will sound. However, the flip side, if you get too close, you'll get what I got taught at college as the poopy filter. So all your pees and pops will be very audible without a few filters, which we'll go over soon. Now, what normal OBS has, which I will not be showing, like what normal OBS does not have, which I will not be showing you, is equalizers. It doesn't have a standard 3-band EQ. However, you can get plugins to put that on. So that will not be in this video. I might make an extra filter on how to properly EQ and make basic microphones like the Podcast, which is a lot cheaper than like an SM7B. You can make this microphone sound very similar for a lot less cost. Now let's look at how you can make the most out of your microphone. With all of that in mind, one thing that's super important, especially with people that play horror games a lot or jump a lot, a limiter. They are very easy to set right in the audio settings of your broadcasting software. I use OBS so I can go into the advanced settings, put on my own monitor and see how it reacts. Now, if you have roommates or anything, it might seem a bit weird. You're just screaming and jumping and making different noises of varying levels. but I would recommend doing this. It's a subtle way to make a difference, and it means you can perfectly balance where you want the peak of your audio to go, and then you don't destroy someone's ears in your chat, you know? The second easy filter that will make all the difference is a compressor. All it does, as a base explanation, because of not all of you want to go out and become sound engineers, is it takes your lowest level and puts it closer to your highest level. So what you can do is drop the peaks and then it becomes flatter. Now, a lot of people think this can take a lot of the enthusiasm and effort out of it, but Twitch compresses audio anyways. Not to the extent some people put compressors on, but if you put a soft compressor, it just makes everything a bit more of a flat line. So then when you introduce game audio and other things around that signal of your voice, it's easier for the voice to be heard and be legible. Even in loud parts of a game, if it's compressed well, the voice will still be legible. Now, there are some subtle things to do here to make it better, but I would say play with it. If you crush it too much, there is a gain button on there. But be very cautious, you add too much and it will make the signal degrade a bit more on top of that. The last little thing that I would suggest adding, and this more goes for people using headset microphones, or if you're still saving up for better equipment and you just got the cheap stuff to get in, it will last you a while. Me, myself, I have a small Behringer input box, which is not the best by any means, but for my work, it works well, and I use it for time aligning and tuning systems in larger format venues. You know, I need a noise filter, and all this does, it's really basic. It just takes that little hissing out. You can use them on both OBS and Streamlabs. I'm showing you Streamlabs at the moment. It's a very simple way to just get rid of that little bit of noise floor. Makes it so much nicer for someone to come in, because if you don't have to hear the little hiss that goes along with sometimes digital audio. Not everything will do this. You might not need this. However, I do, and I know a lot of headset microphones need it, and even sometimes some USB microphones need it. It's free. You don't need to use RTX voice just yet, but it's all good. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, and if you watched this far, you're amazing. And just go hit the like button. It supports me massively, especially as a smaller channel. And hit the subscribe if you like this. I've got future videos coming on voice mod and, well, any other audio type things within the streaming world. And some things, just some game reviews as well coming through and stream highlights. So hope you enjoyed. Catch you later.